Hi everybody, and thanks for checking out this YouTube video. It's my first one. Well, actually it's kind of my second one. I made one earlier this evening and then accidentally erased it. Erased it from the deleted items. Only point in telling you that is it means this one's probably going to be a little bit more concise and to the point, and I hope you enjoy it. I know a lot of you have been watching my progress on Twitter. It's at S2S Attic Railway. That's S2, the number 2S Attic Railway. S2S Attic Railway. Well, you can see I've put that at the bottom there if you want to go check that out if you've not seen that. Yeah, this is my attic layout. I started it less than 6 months ago. I bought this house 5 years ago, and I did stick my head up into the attic when we moved in, and I figured it wasn't really very good for a railway because of all these beams, but I've since discovered actually it's pretty good, and I'll show you more about that in a little while. When I was in my early teens, I had a train set, and I enjoyed it for a few years. Didn't really do much with it. You know, when I left home, I went to university and all that late adolescent stuff that you get up to. And then a few months ago I was sitting chewing the furniture while my wife was watching Casualty or something, and I realised I needed a hobby, and I figured I'd get all the old engines back out of storage, buy a few more, which I have done, including this NSE Class 50, which I love. Yeah, I got them all out of storage after 20 years and had a crack at it. I'm not an expert in trains by any means. I know what's what, but yeah, I'm kind of a novice really. Although I did build a model layout when I was a kid. It wasn't really very good. My idea of landscaping was mix a bucket of polyfiller and turn it upside down, you know, and then paint it green. So yeah, the idea behind this layout is I want it to be super realistic. I'm really taking my time on it. I only get to come up here every other day really for half an hour because I've got two young children. They take up a lot of my time, obviously. Right now they're grandma and granddad's, so it gave me an opportunity to get up here and do a video without worrying about them. So anyway, yeah, so this is my attic. I thought I'd give you a bit of a tour. First of all, Digital Gifts UK on eBay. Had this made. Very nice, very simple metal sign, but I really wanted a sign. I've seen a lot of layouts on YouTube where they've had a sign made. There's some great sign made, I should say. There's some great YouTube channels. As I'm sure you're aware, Everard Junction, for example, is a great one. Five Elms is one that I really like because the guy who runs Five Elms, I forget his name. Anyway, I watch all of his updates, and he has an attic very much like this one, so that was kind of inspiration to start this one. Anyway, so here we go. So what I've got, I'll take you round clockwise so you can see the whole thing, get that in focus. We've got 3 lines here, 1, 2, 3. These are my 3 main lines, a little siding here for reasons. This will be a 4th loop. So as we come around here, this is a really tight corner. So I wanted to disguise it because I didn't like how tight it was. So I used a large polystyrene block, which was packaging for my dishwasher. I hacked out the tunnel mouth here, and I hacked out the tunnel mouth there, put cereal boxes around it, so this bit here is just cardboard just to neaten it up, with corrugated card on the top. And I'm going to build this up. It'll be a town or a mountain or something. I've yet to decide, but I'm quite pleased with that. The whole thing, by the way, I should say, I think I said, didn't I, started building it about 6 months ago. It's just loft flooring, storage boards really. This attic didn't have a floor in when I started, so I had to put the floor in myself as well. I'm not an expert, and hopefully I won't fall through the floor into the bathroom. So yeah, 3 main lines, they come out here. This is something I'm really pleased with because I'm only, as I say, I don't really know what I'm doing. I kind of make it up as I go along. This platform here I'm quite proud of. It's just a plank of wood glued down, painted grey, scored all of these lines here with a screwdriver and a ruler. It took absolutely ages. My fingers were numb for days. It must have taken a good 2 or 3 hours just to do it. And then using masking tape I painted a yellow line here, white line along the edge, and the idea behind the brown there is it's just the edging paving slabs, but I'm really quite pleased with that. Old Hornby signal box there, which I'm not keeping. Sorry Hornby, it's not quite the level of realism I'm looking for, but we'll see, we'll see. So anyway, yeah, up here, this fourth loop, which you can see along the back there with the HST, it's going to come round. It's obviously a work in progress. It's going to come down here. I'll show you where that goes in a minute. Firstly, my two main lines disappear down there, the station section. This is accommodates a rake of 6 or 7 coaches. And you can see that black hole down the end there. This track here will disappear off down this hill into that hole, and it'll kind of disappear and come out somewhere else on the other side of the layout. Meanwhile, I've started my detailing here. I'm nowhere near completing any of this, but I've got a little peacock there, which I thought was quite nice. So yeah, this line branches off, and it goes up this embankment all the way up there. Bang my head on this light. That's light. Yeah, so it goes up the embankment there, and across the girder bridge. The girder bridge there, which you can see, was a gift from my grandfather when I was a kid, so I'm glad I kept that. I wanted to use that in his memory, really. Platform again. This one here, it's just a piece of timber, perfect height. It's a piece of timber makes fantastic platform. You don't need to be buying them. Again here, plank of wood. I painted grey for this platform here. It gets narrow here. It's cardboard, and this here is a piece of kitchen cupboard, which I've used, which is again the perfect height. Actually, this here is a kickboard, kitchen cupboard kickboard, which I've incorporated into this downhill section here. Really enjoyed some of the detailing on here. There's some cool little 15-mile-an-hour sign, which I love. This goes along down here to the beach. I've used PVA glue mixed with real sand, so that's not moving. That's from a genuine beach. I won't tell you which beach in case the council come knocking, but I've incorporated yeah, real sand and real rock into the build there. I'll take you over here. I've got to be careful of the hatch there. Deep breaths, everyone. Okay, I'll keep this bit quite brief because it's a lot brighter up here than it looks, but this is quite dim. So preserve line disappears off. I don't know how well you can see that, but it goes behind this piece of timber here, alongside, parallel to the main lines, across the scale electric track bridge at the top there. Temporary back scene there, archways, which looks okay for now. Two main lines across this bridge that I built. I started experimenting with open baseboarding, so this piece of chipboard here was obviously there. I slid it out. Yeah, I slid it out. I put it underneath this piece of timber here, and just corrugated cardboard to make what ultimately may be a river or a valley or something like that. Yet to fully decide. Moving around here. This curve here is less aggressive than the one in the other corner, which is why I built that tunnel over it in the other corner there. But this one, this is really aggressive. I have my Flying Scotsman coming around this bend. It's a real tight bend, so I wanted to disguise it. I had these tunnel mouths when I was a kid. I always wanted to incorporate them into a layout somehow. I now need to think about, this is going to be a mountain or something. It's by no means finished. The angle makes it look wonky, but it's not. I've got to just justify deciding why this is a tunnel rather than a cutting, why they didn't just blast the side of this hill away, why they put a tunnel there. So I might extend this, what will be rocks or, you know, an embankment here. I might pull this further out, so this is kind of justified in being a tunnel. Another scale electric bridge there. Sorry, I'll move on because the light's not so good. Preserve line goes down this ramp that I built out of wood. This Flying Scotsman looking beautiful. Down past my HST and a nice freight liner there. It was called in at the last minute to pull some coaches. Flying Scotsman actually bought this in February, March, because I always wanted it, and because obviously they restored Flying Scotsman for real, I always wanted to own it, so I bought it, and then I thought, well, I better build a layout to justify owning it now. So I have that engine to thank for building all of this up here. I'll just come down here now. Oh, it's the scary bit. There we go. It's a classic. Yeah, so let me just come down here. Preserve line comes down that hill, meets up with the two main lines, which come down here. Obviously, no detailing work whatsoever has gone in at this stage. It's just I as I said before, I think I only get to spend half an hour up here every couple of days or so. Here's all the tools and everything, always in the way. These are all the engines when I was a kid, right? So Smokey Joe, classic, little clockwork engine here. A couple of Great Westerns that were actually handed down to me. I might do a separate video actually on the locos, on the rolling stock, rather than go into that now. And then it comes back around to here. So yeah, it's a man cave for sure. CDs and everything are up here. So this is kind of where I live. This is where I come when my wife is trying to boot me out the house. Just trying to think what else I can tell you. Yeah, just a reminder about the Twitter. It's S2S Attic Railway. So that's S and the number 2S, S2S Attic Railway on Twitter. So tons of photos on there from literally, you know, from the day I started laying the floor. So everything is on there. I just want to say thanks to everybody, particularly NSE Latchmere and Double O Gauge Models and Model Railway 43. Just three off the top of my head who've been really, you know, really supportive and interested in what I'm doing. I'm not an expert by any means. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just watching a lot of YouTube videos, looking at a lot of pictures on Twitter and getting advice from people and just seeing how it goes really. I have a close friend of mine also has a railway that he models in N-Gauge. In fact, quite a few of the items up here used to belong to him, so thank you for those. So yeah, that's it. I'll do more videos. I'll run some trains in a sec, just so you can get an idea of how slow or fast they go. We'll see. It's been a few days since I've run them. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry it's a bit jerky and not particularly polished, but yeah, this is the second time I've made this video tonight, so hopefully I've not missed anything out. Thanks for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon. If you like this, please comment in the comments below. This is a brand new video on a brand new channel, so I've got no subscribers and no views, so it'd be great to find out a little bit more about what you think. And if there's anything you see that you don't like, please tell me. I'm always interested in getting ideas. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to incorporate some of those into the layout. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.